Alrighty. In 3, 2, 1. Hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's another week, another episode. This week, I will be your host, David, aka Duck and Rolls, and above me is my co-host,
Travis. Hello.
Let's see. We had a eventful week, didn't we, Travis?
Oh yeah,
Very
we did.
eventful. And you got a lot to talk about.
So, it was my birthday this last week.
Happy birthday, cubes of party balloons.
Thank you.
Woo.
I don't know. I got a happy birthday from editor Preston last week. I don't know. You go a little easy on the edits this time, guys. But anyway, the party happened 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago?
Yeah, wow, time's flying.
Yeah, my
Friday.
sense of time right now. Me, Preston, David, and a couple other friends kind of got together. We went around
Yes, sir.
our small town, not the one that David lives in, but the neighboring towns.
Neighboring town.
We hit the town. We had a little drinks, played a little arcades here and there. Did a little
screaming.
waffle housing.
Yes, sir. Waffle House and beers, bro.
But I guess I'll cover a few gifts I got. One you're probably hearing right now. I don't know how different it is, but I got a new microphone courtesy of Preston. Woo! It is the very same microphone he has.
Ooh.
So I should be sounding quite crispy and, more importantly, less background noise to worry about. You have no idea how much this will help with any videos I edit that include my own voice. Because I'm not kidding when I had to edit out my keyboard noises between when I was speaking in almost every video I did for TNP. It was awful.
That is pretty atrocious.
Yeah. So hopefully cutting down on that. The second gift is... It wasn't a direct gift from anyone. A bunch of people... I just kind of pulled together a bunch of birthday money. And I got myself a PlayStation 5.
Ooh. Ooh. My throat got really dry there for a second.
Bro, PlayStation 5 killed David.
It did it. I was gonna yell at your dress, being like, now he has something worth stealing, but... no.
Oh, goodness.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, I've been quite outdated in my gaming capabilities for a while. My PC is more than 10 years old at this point. It was a hand-me-down. It's been through the gutter, dude. It's struggling to run anything within the last decade. And other than that, I had a PS4, which I won't say is completely outdated quite yet. It's not quite like what the PS3 is or the PS2 is, but it's getting there. A lot of, like, pretty much any game coming soon that's worth anything is not going to be on the PS4.
Yeah, GTA 6.
Yeah, there's no way.
No. It's not even coming to a computer. That's going to be a PS5 exclusive. Or Xbox.
I doubt that.
I'm sure it's going to come to it at some point. I just meant when they announce its release, it's only coming to PS5 at first.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, the way Rockstar usually does things is they release it on consoles, and then it takes about a year for it to get ported over to PC, which, of course, all the big streamers and YouTubers hate it because most of them are PC elitists.
Yeah. I can't play this at 14,000 frames per second, bro. Arthur's testicles don't have enough, like, nut hair on them.
That's
can't.
a valid complaint. About Arthur's testicles, in particular.
Oh, no, I've never seen him. I wouldn't know how many hairs they
They're
complain
not
about.
in the game. He doesn't have testicles.
Uh,
He's like a Ken
horses
doll
do.
down there. People, I don't know if you ever saw it, but they did the glitch where, like,
they
glitched out of the bath, like, mid-animation, so it was nude Arthur, and he's just a Ken doll down there, bro. He's got nothing going on. It's all smooth.
Just do that with Sadie. Anyways. Your silence is more concerning than if you were to say anything.
No, my nerdy ass, my first thought was like, she's not playable. She doesn't have a bathing animation, so it's not possible.
Oh my goodness. But
you're also going to horny jail.
Yeah. No, no, she was kind of annoying in the prelog, so I did not like her.
Yeah, she took a nosedive in the epilogue.
Yeah. She was like, oh man, Sadie, she's like one of the OG like crews, love her. And then I get to playing as John, and she's just so annoying.
Very,
What the hell?
I mean, arguably, it makes sense for her character, but it really wasn't portrayed well. She was just very not likable there.
No, not at all. Just annoying for no reason.
I think I actually did kind of think about that a little deeply. It's kind of because when you're playing as Arthur and Sadie have kind of a bond to where you see a side of Sadie that you don't really get to see as John.
That is fair.
She's still quite callous to John because she really just doesn't have that bond with him. And I feel like when you can kind of take a step back and see that, it makes sense. Do I like her in the epilogue? No. But it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. It's like an interesting plot point.
And it kind of makes you miss Arthur even more. So, as if you need any more of that.
May I stand on chicken? I saw an Instagram comment that I could just never unsee again. Just when they're singing that, it's like, may I stand on chicken?
Yeah.
Amidst the Popeyes. It's a food place.
What?
I was gonna say KFC, but that wasn't gonna carry in tune properly, so I was just trying to think of a longer name. But
David, KFC is more syllables than Popeyes.
May I stand on chicken amidst a KFC? I guess you're right.
Yeah.
You're a biscuit.
Please bully David in the comments.
That crap is so dry. Don't eat the Popeyes biscuits, y'all.
Yeah. Oh my. They're so good, but oh my goodness.
Oh, you will be feeling like what it felt like to walk the Ohio Trail. Or the Oregon Trail.
No.
Sorry, the brain rot's gotten too much to me. The Oregon Trail.
He's a tablet kid, guys.
At least I don't say the S word like Preston does.
You should hear Preston's stepbrother when he's...
Oh my goodness.
Dude. I don't know if I can say your name on the podcast. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Buddy.
If you ever do watch this.
It's pure stream of consciousness sitting next to him when he's like scrolling TikTok or something, dude. He's just saying all kinds of tablet kid things, bro.
It's like that one where you hear a loud gunshot and then it just turns into like a sleeper agent. Like you hear somebody on the radio saying just like brain rot terms and then someone on the other end repeating it. You know what I'm talking about?
Your hypotheticals, or not really hypotheticals, you're like analogy stories. What's the word for that? Anyway, they're throwing me for a loop tonight, dog.
Oh.
The Smurfs and then this one, I'm completely
okay.
lost.
The Smurfs was just me telling something I just saw, but I did that one
you see, you
poorly
framed
on
it
purpose.
like one.
But
So I'm still counting it. It still threw me for a loop.
Broken count.
No.
Bro went to 4th
I failed
grade.
math, bro.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Dude, when we were playing Jackbox and it got to like the square roots, like trivia section, I was so pissed off.
I kind of was too.
I was so mad, dude. I hate math so goddamn much. Fuck.
It's like, that wasn't even funny. That was just like, here's math problems. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I felt tonight when we were playing what was that, like, stream of games when we were trying to play with Preston's friends, and we were originally going to play Deceit 2, or Deceit 1.
It was another Jackbox game.
But we got to the trivia. That just pissed me off so much. I was like, this is not fun.
Yeah, I mean, I like trivia in certain contexts, but not a Jackbox context. I don't like trivia in Jackbox, no.
It's not fun, in my opinion.
I go to
Jackbox
for penis jokes, not math.
Yeah. Well, the thing was with that, like, weird voodoo doll trivia or whatnot, it was just like, what stadium did this, like, I don't even know if it's obscure, I just don't pay attention to sports. Did they play in 1445? Like, I don't care, bro. That's not even fun.
Yeah. There were a few like that in the more recent one from the other night, but at least most of that was a little more general.
Yeah, not to mention that we could write our own, like, fake answers and, like, try to, like, fake guess, if that makes sense. Other people. That one was fun.
That one was pretty fun, yeah. What's that called? Was that Fibbage?
Oh, I don't know.
No. Yeah, it might have been Fibbage. I don't know. I'm trying to at least find names to some of them.
The drawing one was my favorite. I enjoyed that one. Try to guess what this is, and it's just a stick with squiggles will pop up like, okay, what? It's just everybody's reaction.
Yeah.
Oh man. That was a great night. Thank you for having a birthday, bro. That was so nice.
Bro. You're welcome.
But no, that was pretty nice. But yeah. Back to the PS5. I know that's what we were talking about before we started this episode. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, dude, I am absolutely in love so far.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm very glad.
So I'll kind of just list off the games I've been tinkering with. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you already know that one.
Yeah.
There's Teardown, which I didn't even know that was on console or PS5, but yeah, it was free with PlayStation Plus Extra, so I downloaded it. Been tinkering with that. Very good mindless game.
Yeah. I didn't know it had objectives or anything like that until I watched a YouTuber play it. Because I remember, like, only ever seeing the game as, like, a test demo.
Yeah.
Like, and then they announced they were going to make a full game out of it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I never kept up with it. But I know the other day, my brother came in and was like, oh, they got this game? He noticed it because I was browsing to the store. And I was like, I didn't even notice it. So I thought that was pretty cool. They have it on the PS5. Go on.
You know, the gameplay loop, if you're playing, like, the main campaign, the main story, it's very similar to Payday, surprisingly. It's like a heist game, almost. Where, like, you're having to break the environment in a certain way to create paths to objectives.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's more engaging than you'd think it would be.
That does actually sound pretty cool.
Teardown, surprisingly good looking game too. Like, it's got the voxel, like, pixel style, but like it's got like basically ray tracing, dude. It looks pretty. How good it looks.
And of course, it just makes destroying stuff look even more good. It just looks so pretty. All those explosions.
There was also I saw it on PS Plus Extra. It's a remaster of the two most recent Uncharted games. So you have 4 and the Lost Legacy. That's the one. Which it's hard to say, but I've only played like the first few levels of 4 so far, and the game feels worse to play on PS5 than I remember it feeling on PS4. I think it's just a shoddy remake or re-release, I guess. Because it's not graphically. Graphically, it's about the same. something feels wrong with the controls. Like, the characters do not control the same. The shooting is not the same. Something's off with that re-release. I don't know if I'm just tripping there or if there is something wrong. But it doesn't feel right.
I haven't heard the Uncharted games in a bit, or heard about them, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, because there hasn't been any new ones in a while. But, and then I played a tiny, teensy little bit of Cyberpunk, and that's been about it.
That's the first game I thought you were gonna like sink your teeth into. I know you were texting me that you're gonna give it a demo, but I didn't realize how little you were gonna play it.
Yeah, mostly because I got PS Extra, and I was like, I guess on the off chance I can't renew this for another month, let me play as many of these PS Plus games as I can.
Yeah,
because Cyberpunk's one that I own that, so that's like I can play that whenever. Also, with how recently I platinumed the game and learning that your trophy progress resets with the PlayStation 5 version, I was kind of a little bit disheartened. Not that it matters at all, but...
So is it like you have a PS4 Cyberpunk trophy, and then there's a PS5 Cyberpunk trophy?
Yeah. Which, hey, I could platinum the game again, but I'm not fucking doing that.
That's the only that's the only reason why I have 2 platinums, because I platinumed Minecraft PS3, and then went on to platinum Minecraft PS4.
Yeah.
And they do not have a Minecraft PS5, which sucks, because that was like the biggest reason why people went out and bought the like latest gen consoles. Well, at least in my area, like my little circle of YouTubers I watch and people I talk to, but was because they promised like ray tracing for Minecraft in the console for the latest gen, which they still have yet to do, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is crazy to me.
Matter of fact, I was watching IBX Toycat announce, so I was like actually kind of hyped when I read the thumbnail. IBX Toycat has fallen into the really clickbaity titles, so I've actually went out of my way to stop watching him because of that.
Yeah,
it's very frustrating because I just know I'm gonna click on the video and it's gonna be totally different than what he put in the title. But he was like, "Oh man, ray tracing comes to Minecraft console or something," and it just turns out no, they finally added in a snap. What are they called? Snapshot for the Java, or for Bedrock on computer. And I was just like, dude, no.
Oh.
And it's like an experimental feature. You have to like do weird things to get activated or something. And it's like at that point, if it's only on the computer, just download a good texture pack. Like, no.
Yeah, just dude, the craziest thing to me is even just some basic shaders that aren't like, that just look a little nicer than vanilla, are so easy for even my PC to run on the Java version. I cannot believe we don't at least... it doesn't even have to be like straight up ray tracing. The fact that we don't have any nice looking shaders available for Bedrock and console is crazy to me.
And I remember the other day, like, because I watched that video and was so disheartened by it, I was like, you know what, the marketplace is a thing. I forget to check that. So I went in the marketplace to look for some like nice texture packs. And they all try to have like their own total revamp on Minecraft. Like the mobs look ugly. I always hate when texture packs try to make villagers look realistic. That's just never gonna work. It's just like, we can't just have a texture pack that looks nice that's like actually Minecraft. You know what I mean? It's like they have to do some weird, crazy revamp to the game and how everything looks, and it just ends up looking ugly.
Dude, that was always my problem with like even the OG console texture packs, especially the OG console texture packs. Like, most of them were so niche. Like, I'd play it because one of the armor sets makes me a policeman.
Oh, the city pack.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
No, I had friends, I'd never understood that, but I had friends that would genuinely play their survival worlds with the city pack turned on.
No.
And it's like, I'm not going to sit there, like, judging you. I just never understood that. That's such a, like you said, niche pack.
Natural gaming, bro. Natural
That was
texture
my...
pack. Yes, sir.
Except that one also had ugly mobs.
Yeah.
I won't even lie.
All of them had their issues, but that was the closest one you could get to just normal Minecraft.
Yep. That one in plastic. That plastic was my OG, the one I went to a lot, but natural was really pretty. Matter of fact, remember when I made that PS4 world, or not PS4 world, that world not too long ago, and I put it on natural, and they hadn't like updated certain textures, so it looked really weird.
Yeah.
Remember that? And so I went to go switch it back to default, and it activated both at the same time.
Yep.
And I couldn't switch it or whatnot, so it made the world look like really weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was so frustrating.
Still does that with Bedrock. Just texture packs are so weird.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you have a lot of these old texture packs. They might not, or most of the time they're not still getting updates. So then you have like this weird wombo combo.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
It's pretty gross.
I didn't even think about. I just remember thinking like, oh, I haven't played Naturalist in a while. Let's put that on. And then Travis is mining, and he's like, I can't tell if that's copper or iron. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Default does look pretty solid. It's just the fact that they promised ray tracing so long ago, but you all know what we've gotten in the meantime? Pandas. Bees.
David, stop
Goats.
talking. I might kill you.
What?
I might kill you because I'm very angry about what you're saying.
Okay. No, we did get the Caves and Cliffs update, the Nether update, and the Deep Dark, which I've yet to experience it once. And the Tricky Trials update.
Yeah, I was gonna say Trials is pretty good update, actually.
I have yet to do a Trials yet.
They're okay. I haven't done a lot of them. I've just kind of found one here or there, messed with it for a second. It seems interesting. I don't know a lot about them still.
It does look actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
I remember I was gonna play with my brother. As a matter of fact, when you paid for that Nintendo Switch for my birthday, that online or whatever, I was like, "Hey John, edit that out." I was like, "Hey bro, you know they came out with the Tricky Trials update," and he was like, "Oh, wow, that actually looks interesting." And so we were gonna play like a survival. We were gonna look for one on my world. Just remember the Switch world I had that you played on a little bit. Actually, you played on it quite a bit with me for a period, but unfortunately, the Switch is so outdated. It was like he could not stay connected. It kept booting him. It kept having the same problems you had that night. Just really bad desync, really laggy. Kept kicking him out, etc., etc., and it just was not playable.
Oh, voice crack.
Oh no! But that killed any motivation I had to really keep up with Minecraft at that point.
Yeah.
Because that's like where my world is at. Which I know, if I wanted to, I probably could always find a way to transfer worlds amongst consoles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know the whole
That is
Realms.
really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Realms could be your solution, but, without a reliable group of people to play, why would you want to pay for it?
Yeah, not to mention just the weird pricing and like bundles, and I just want to pay for the Realm. I don't want to like pay into a new pass or anything like this. They don't make it obvious. So, but I was thinking about doing that route. I just haven't touched it in a while. That's the last like thought I had about it. Yeah. But I know we've been talking about how much you've been enjoying Valhalla.
Yeah, I know you even talked about this on a previous episode. You were singing Valhalla's praises, and I'm sure I was a little quiet and probably thinking like, I still don't kind of believe him. That was the genuine thoughts probably running through my head. But,
which I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, because like we've been saying, the only thing you hear about that game is just negatives. And I'm playing the game, and it's really not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's like not only is it not that bad, but it's like everything you hear people complaining about is just not there. It's actually kind of baffling.
I mean, the one thing I will say, since we're on the record, if you're going into Odyssey or Valhalla expecting like a tried and true Assassin's Creed game, you're not getting that. But as far as like open world games, these are great experiences.
They are. I will admit, the only criticism that is valid that I guess I was thinking about earlier but never touched on talking to you was like the only valid criticism that I can see is it's not an Assassin's Creed game, which I could admit it would be kind of be stinky if you've been looking forward to a new Assassin's Creed game. But
especially Odyssey, Odyssey in that sense though, because you don't even have the hidden blade, dude. Like that is a huge departure. You don't even get the hidden blade, which the spear is a pretty cool replacement, like the spearhead. The spear. Yeah. But there I don't recall a hint of Assassin's Creed like in Odyssey's identity, which I know there is later on past the point I probably stopped playing, but
not even, because everything is so open world-ish that there's not really. I mean, it does have great sneak mechanics, and I do love like playing a sneaky playthrough, and that's what I've been playing.
Yeah.
But no, it's not like, from what I've seen people play of other like actual true Assassin's Creed games, it is not that.
Not.
No. In fact, Valhalla has many more trying to return or trying to add some Assassin's Creed features back into the open world formula. Like
because within the first few missions, you're talking to some assassins and you're getting the hidden blade. Like, so there is some of that identity still in there. But as far as the gameplay loop goes,
no,
there's not a whole lot I would call Assassin's Creed. Am I just too early in the game, or is ship combat not a thing in this one? Because
I don't think at any point the rivers are wide enough to have ship combat.
That's what I kind of thought. It's a very like narrow rivers kind of map.
Yeah. However, there are really epic moments with it, I will say.
Oh, okay. All right.
So do stick with that part. But no, it's not like it's kind of like more like Odyssey, where you're not building up your ships, you're building up your village and the crew you go raiding with.
Okay.
That's kind of how it works.
See, I didn't really get into that side of Odyssey. So.
I just love how much customization they really have in Odyssey. That gives a whole lot of like new meaning to the like collecting stuff and like searching out for things, searching out for stuff to upgrade features.
I'm having a lot of fun with Valhalla's core loop of go raid, get supplies, bring it back, upgrade your village. Yeah,
exactly.
Like, I'm really vibing with that loop.
Not a spoiler, but just telling you something to look forward to in case you like get burned out or think, oh man, I've done all the raids I can in my area. There is a building you do get unlocked where you just go on, not quite indefinite raids, but you can just go on a bunch of raids.
Yeah.
And it'll just reset. I don't know have you unlocked that yet?
Do you know what the building's called?
No, they all have like weird names. I didn't know it was gonna do that until after I unlocked it and got talking to a guy, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you could do this now."
Yeah, and no, because you told me that earlier through text, and I was kind of looking forward to that, and I haven't quite hit it yet. So
no, you do, like, you have a building where you can unlock those whatever Vikings, and he took one of mine, and then a separate building where you actually make a crew out of those like Vikings that you recruited, and then go on raids within
Oh, okay. So it is a separate building. It's not
it is
that
a separate
building.
building. No, yeah.
Because I went through like everything in that building thinking it was going to be that building, and it's not there yet.
No. So. No. I forgot that was a thing, recruiting other people's, like actual people's. I don't even know if they're villagers, because it's not like I recognize the name or anything when he sent it to me. I was just like, oh, cool. That's my username. That's my user tag.
Yeah. I one of his villagers, or what's the name for that? I'm not even gonna try.
I don't want to even say it. Yeah.
Your special lieutenant soldier guys.
Yeah. You can recruit
David's
them
was the
from,
first to pop up on my docs, and I hired her immediately.
which is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, just getting that picture. I snagged her or something. Whatever you sent alongside.
Kidnapping.
But kidnapping. But no, yeah. Playing through the zones is insanely satisfying. Watching that little raven go on the map and whatnot.
Yeah.
Whenever you take over a new zone, that's always very nice. And I remember people complaining that the pacing of the game was too long or something. I don't know. I'm almost like kind of halfway done with all the zones, it looks like, and I'm very high level. Like, people were complaining about the insane level needed to do certain stuff, and I'm already like really high level really fast. So that was a complaint that I genuinely just do not see. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't even have to grind. I didn't even grind, really. It was just like, matter of fact, I'm kind of having almost the opposite problem where I just do the basic activities and I'm already now out leveling the zone I'm in. I don't know if you struggle with that yet.
No.
Okay.
No, I've kind of stuck to the zones where I'm kind of on par and the same level.
Yeah.
I know that could feel a little limiting for Odyssey, because in Odyssey I was exploring way more. I was trying to explore and do side quests way more. So, you know, a lot of these regions being locked off to me are... It was a little discouraging, but with Valhalla, I have my usual approach of I'm not speedrunning main quests, but I'm following main quests. So, like, whatever region main quest is happening in, I'm focusing on that region.
Yeah, no, same. And that's what I meant, I guess. By the time I'm done doing all the little activities, before just finishing up the story mode, moving on, it's like, I'll come back to the story or whatever and just be, like, super high level.
Yeah.
Like, stuff levels you up pretty fast. Which, when you do get into a hard encounter, it is still very hard. Because Valhalla does have a good share of challenging bosses.
I tried to do a raid that was just barely in like a really high level region, and I was getting 2 hit. I still managed to complete the raid, but it was pretty rough.
Yeah, so I do like that it does have its fair share of challenges.
Yeah.
I know, I quite like Odyssey for that. Odyssey and Valhalla does combat very differently, but they're both very satisfying.
Yeah, I don't remember much of Odyssey's combat directly.
It was much more like a movie. The best, like how movies portray like melee or hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Just much really flashy, really not power tripping like you're super powerful, but power trip as in like you constantly are slowing down time if you parry correctly. You know, you're hitting them and you're just much faster and, you know, which there are a fair share of like really challenging fights where they do stuff that kind of AoE or, you know, crowd control where they kind of like stun you or stuff like that. So it's not like you're too powerful, but it's really satisfying to get into a flow fighting in Odyssey.
Yeah. See, in my opinion, that's what Assassin's Creed combat is kind of known for to different extents depending on which era. It's like really flashy and like combat that flows well. You get into such a rhythm with it.
Yeah, Odyssey does a very good job capturing
I think Odyssey, the way I'm remembering it at least, it's a good balance between the new RPG kind of style and the old like really flashy cinematic style.
Yeah.
So I do want to revisit Odyssey, man.
Oh man, you should. It is really worth it. And the story, I actually, with my little renaissance of gaming and actually caring about stories now in games, the story is actually really good in Odyssey. I know you got it for the father part.
I was super into Odyssey's story. That was my main like drive to play Odyssey. The story it had me hooked.
So, matter of fact, the story is so good. I actually kind of like just even thinking out off the top of my head. I remember most of the story beats still. Stuff I don't really care about. I'd have to like sit there and think about it or hear it to like remember it. But Odyssey, I actually do kind of remember. I just have so many games to get through. I know a certain individual was talking about the BioShock games. And it's like, I would like to play those, but I have so many games to get through.
Oh man, like I said, BioShock was hard for me to get into.
Oh, how
but
so?
Then again, it's kind of the same situation why I couldn't get into Dishonored. It was way too stylized. I'd say those games are a little bit niche in the gameplay loop. And it just wasn't. It didn't grip me like most games grip me.
I see. I got Dishonored. That is unfortunate. I will say, to try to revisit at least Dishonored, I don't know anything about BioShock except it's underwater. But with Dishonored, the gameplay loop is insanely fun. Because like as a kid, just like trying to get through missions, like because a lot of times you wouldn't want to be like discovered because it would have story implications, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you really had to consider, like, is this worth like going loud for? And it was just really fun trying to do it in a way where you don't get caught. And they even had an achievement for that, which I was gonna. The last thing I remember playing that game was I was trying to do. There was 2 achievements. There's one achievement where you get through the entire game without killing anybody. You only make people unconscious. And there's another achievement for staying totally undetected. So I was going to do both of those at once, and I was watching a YouTube tutorial, but I just think it took too long, and I ended up not really finishing it. So, which is unfortunate,
it has been quite some time since I tried Dishonored, and my tastes in gaming have evolved a good bit, so I should probably swing back towards that one eventually. But
it's
like
one
you
of those,
said, so many games on the plate right now.
Yeah, no, definitely no rush, but it is a game that I can remember the actual like fun reason, you know what I mean, to play it. Just genuinely enjoying it, other than just I play it because I want to. You know, it's how a lot of games I kind of realize I play. And sitting here thinking about it, I play a lot of games just because I can. I don't know.
Word. But no, not that I want to linger on Assassin's Creed for the whole episode, but
no.
Valhalla, the intro really, it got me going a good bit, and then the plot kicks off, and I was one of the coolest. Like, I know it's just a cutscene, but the way they kind of did the one-take action sequence. With the fighting, it was also smooth, and then it gets really intense. FPS. Like, you and Sigurd are like riding away from the village, and like the horse trips, and you're over in the ice, and the wolves are attacking Ivor. And dude, it was a really good intro.
it did get me synced. Like, it went from like, oh man, what got me was the kid. Like I said, had very. It's like the father's like, hey kid, Eivor, did you bring it? Oh yes, this golden, meticulous crafted ring, Papa. Are we going to give it to the king to celebrate our love and friend? Like, no kid's gonna talk like that, bro. And they're like, yeah, Ivor. Like, everybody seemed so genuine, but the kid was just like a little too on point. And I remember that kind of was like, ugh, you know, kind of threw me and my skeptical, but for a loop. But you're right, it's just like,
the whole characterization, and then the like. You're already portraying Ivor as one way when I haven't chosen either way yet. And when you get into like adult Ivor, the real meat and bones, it's so they don't feel like the same character at all. Like, I can't look at that kid and imagine them as a kid version of my Ivor. You know, that's where my kind of problem comes from.
I could almost see that in a way. I will say it was pretty cool though that it's like you kind of start off created the not like Sigurd, and they do kind of do a good job making him unlikable. But that like moment of like seeing them look at each other like, okay, this is above us being enemies. Yeah. Like, come with me, bro. Like that, just kind of that. And then like as you become adults, you're really good friends. Like, you consider each other siblings.
Yes.
Aww.
That was so cool to me. Just the simple moment of Sigurd just sweeping through and picking Ivor up, because it's like, you know, both of them are pissed off. But them both having that moment of like, this is beyond us, we have to run.
They did that so well,
that was such a cool moment, yeah. I really like Sigurd as I like both of these characters, so I'm kind of strapped in for the long haul.
Oh man, I'm kind of a little worried with that. What was it? That medicine lady?
Yeah, the whole
vision.
you're going to betray Sigurd prophecy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that low-key has me. I'm waiting.
Yeah, you haven't gotten that far?
No. I got the. Wait,
no, I mean you haven't gotten far enough to see what that prophecy means. Is what I'm trying to ask.
No, I have not actually.
Okay. So we're in the same boat, yeah. The same long ship.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. We're in the same long ship. Yeah, I was about to say. I don't remember you being that far because what you told me was...
No, the prophecy happened, or she explains the prophecy right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I just thought you might have been far enough to see what that means.
Oh,
like
no.
How that comes into play.
No, I would say I'm about halfway through.
Okay.
But, you know, anything I say, I feel like I'd spoil it.
No, that's fair, that's fair.
Wait, Chow Wolf or whatever, that's the one with the kid, right?
Yes.
You're helping his kid. Okay, yeah. I do quite like that storyline.
I'm pretty much just started it.
Okay.
I think I'm currently in the middle of it. Well, that might be too specific to get into, but...
Let's see. I'm trying to remember if it was that one or the next one has really cool... You're gonna love it, dude. Actually, the more I think about it, specifically you, too, out of all the people I know, are really gonna enjoy this game. If you really like the cutscene at the beginning... and like the gameplay loop.
I do.
So
I know you're kind of swinging my way a little bit with gaming, but I am a sucker for cinematic games.
Yeah, no, then you're definitely gonna love Valhalla.
Yeah, if I play a game and feel like it's a movie, that's like peak gaming to me.
It doesn't. I don't like the whole idea of you're watching kind of like almost like not Telltale games, but Detroit Become Human is a good one. You're very minimal input, but you're right when you're talking about like your actions themselves feel like it's a movie.
That's what I mean. Like, if my combat, what I am doing feels like a movie, not I'm basically playing a movie like Detroit Become Human or Telltale. Which, respect to those games, they have great stories. They have their own draws.
The stories themselves I like. I'm never gonna buy it to play it. I'm just gonna watch that on YouTube, bro.
That's my thing. If I can watch your whole game and YouTube and get the exact same experience, I struggle to call you a game.
Exactly. To be fair, it is pretty cool though that like the whole format is because you can choose it. That is kind of neat. Because I remember as a kid wanting so bad to have a story that you can make the story like the end, change the ending.
And I think Detroit Become Human is a great example of that. Whereas Telltale is an awful example because your choices really don't mean a whole lot in most Telltale games.
Oh, see, that was the one I didn't want to ditch on too much because I know those are so loved, but also at the same time I have like very little experience with Telltale games. But Detroit Become Human, what?
It depends on the Telltale game.
Oh.
Tales from the Borderlands, for example, I'd say a lot of your choices do mean a whole lot. Like, they do actually change. There's a lot you can change throughout that story, but the Walking Dead games, for example, you're really not getting a whole lot of variety there, honestly. Like, you get one or two endings, maybe, per game. And that's just... When your whole draw is like a choose-your-own-adventure, you need some more variety there, in my opinion.
No kidding. Not to mention, like... Yeah, there's no gameplay, so what's the point? Yeah. Like, that is the gameplay, is changing the story. That is kind of crazy. Didn't they also make a Minecraft story mode?
Yeah, they did. Which I can't really comment on. I know nothing about those.
Those actually look pretty solid from what I've seen.
Yeah, especially
considering
recent events, dude. I almost hate to discuss this while Preston isn't here, but
Yeah, we'll save that for Preston.
Oh, you want to save it?
Well, I mean, we can touch on it a little bit.
Yeah, I'll touch on it a little bit. I won't give my opinions. We'll save that for Preston. But for context, at the time of recording, between last episode and this episode, we got the teaser trailer for the upcoming Minecraft movie. And that's
it's almost hard to say it without giving an opinion, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let my butt speak for us.
Yeah. Yeah, David's butt spoke for us, and that's all you get until next week. Tune in next week to hear our opinions on the Minecraft movie trailer.
No, yeah, because I totally didn't want to derail, because I was enjoying our topic about games, and it's like, no. I don't want to go to that right now. Not yet.
Yeah, but where were we?
We were talking about Telltale games, Minecraft story mode.
Minecraft story mode, yeah. All I know about that is, well, I guess spoilers, the pig dies.
Yeah, pork chop. Whoa.
Oh, dude, I remember I remember being in VC with Spencer one night, and we had just played Tales of the Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went on this big tangent about Telltale games in general. And we were talking about Minecraft Story Mode. Neither of us have played it. And we went to the wiki page for the pig character. And we went to the comments, and we just sat there for like 30 minutes, like laughing at these like comments of kids like, "Oh no, pig guy die. I'm very sad." Like, they were on some shit in that comment section.
To be fair, as a kid, I'm sure that would have made me sad.
Oh no, like, yeah, but it's just some of the shit so these funny, kids were saying, dude. It was...
Oh no, I get it. Pig's death made my parents get divorced.
Nothing quite that on the nose, but yeah.
Oh man. I went and punched my hamster. I was so angry at this scene. I don't know. For the record, I do not. That was a joke. Oh man, these new headphones, they have really good mic quality and really good audio quality, but the problem is they're too small, and now I'm past the refund window, which sucks. They hurt my ears. They rest right at the very top and bottom part of my ear.
Well, I've had a lot of headphones that have done that to me, and I will say eventually it takes a while, but I do eventually kind of get used to it, and they stop hurting. I don't know if yours are just completely at an angle where they're always going to hurt. I hope not.
I hope so too.
But yeah, I've had that experience with headphones, and it's gone away as I've gotten used to that specific pair. It always depends.
Yeah, thankfully I still kept my old ones. They fit perfectly fine. Cheapo Turtle Beach brand. But yeah, no, they still have perfect audio. Everything about the audio is fine. It's just the mic, for whatever reason, stopped working, yeah. Which, you know, at that point, they're falling apart the way they are. I've just better to go ahead and buy a new pair, which I did.
Yeah.
But it does suck. But I just didn't want to buy the same cheapo pair of Turtle Beach, because, like, I've had bad experiences where I try to rebuy the same headphones and they have the same problem. That makes sense.
Yep.
Those, what were they? Turtle Beach?
We used to always get, no, I don't know if it was me and you, but I used to always get this cheap Afterglow headset for the PS4, PS4 era. And it was always something to do with the wire or something to do with the plug itself. I literally had one. I bought that same headset like 3 or 4 different times because there was like nothing else I could find at GameStop.
Yeah, but that's what I would get.
But every single time it was something with the wire, something with the plug. This one time I went to just unplug them from my PS4 controller, just normally, very casually. I didn't do anything wrong. I swear to you, the metal broke. Just off in my controller. And then, all the other ones, the wires would short out to the point where, can't really do much with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then lately, it's not even a brand issue, it's a headphone issue to where I've gotten a completely different design of headphones. You know the normal kind of headset design where it's like, you have the top band piece, and then you have the two, like, plastic headphone pieces, and they adjust by going in and out of in and out of the band piece.
Oh, yeah.
Every single headset I bought in recent years, eventually one of the headphones, the plastic piece, will just fall out.
That's what always broke my Afterglow and Turtle Beach headphones.
Yep.
Anything that was adjustable, they would just fall out and just stop working entirely.
Yep. So I've gotten, I don't know how to describe this, but it's the style where it kind of metal kind of bows out to connect the headphones to the band, and it's kind of springy. It's a lot more kind of a bouncy design. I don't know how to describe that design at all, but it's completely different than the usual style. So I'm hoping I won't have to face that very issue anymore.
Yeah. I will say that Turtle Beach is because I remember in high school, Preston, when matter of fact, I think it was the wireless Turtle Beach that crapped out, and I didn't have anything. So Preston let me borrow a pair of headphones, and in that time, he was just like, "Yeah, man, you can keep them," and they worked really well. So I ended up just running with those for a lot of years, actually. So it is kind of, but at one point, I don't even remember what happened to it. It just stopped. Oh no, yeah. I forgot I had it plugged in my computer because I'm so used to it being in my controller that and I do this, or I used to do this a lot. But I forgot I was wearing headphones. I went to go stand up, and it just snapped the metal piece off in my computer's audio port. Like, that was entirely my fault. Not nowhere near as bad as what happened to you in the Afterglow. But thankfully, enough of it was out where I was able to still grab it out of the audio port in my computer. But that sucked. And so I went down and bought the same exact pair, actually, from GameStop or Walmart. And it worked for a while, but it kept having a problem where the wires would tangle on themselves in such a way that it wasn't even like you just had to let them turn around or something like that, but you actually had to untie it, if that makes sense. And because it would keep tying itself up, of course, not every time I sit down do I want to sit there and fidget with it. I would just let it do whatever it's gonna do. But over time, because the wires kind of crinked themselves over time, the wire itself just started falling apart, which I guess caused the audio wire to be severed or something. Which really sucks.
I don't know, dude. As much as I miss headphones or phones having an aux port, I just wired headphones in general, there is always eventually going to be a problem.
Yeah. Even the wireless. I'm sorry, but wireless, that is something I don't want to deal with anymore.
Yeah, man, I've stopped using my when I was working at Circle K, I bought a pair of the newest Galaxy Buds.
Oh yeah.
And they just I don't feel like dealing with them ever. I never use them. I just listen to shit out loud through my phone now.
Yeah.
I don't feel like fucking dealing with them.
I do love my AirPods. Those, in my opinion, are a little different from wireless headphones, but yeah, you're right. I never go out of my way to open up the case. Oh, they're dead. Put them on charge and wait or anything like that. It's matter of fact, whenever I do, I put it on charge and end up never using them because I just go to what I'm doing anyways.
Yeah.
So, but they are really nice for calls.
Yeah, I mean, my Galaxy Buds, I very much love them. I just don't feel like dealing with them.
Yeah.
It's like that overbearing wife,
Travis.
My fourth wife. What?
Travis. Battery low.
Oh my gosh.
That's what made me sit down and say, okay, I'm never getting wireless headphones again.
Oh,
That
which headset was that? I think
that was the Turtle Beach pair.
That was a Turtle Beach pair. Yeah, so me and David had this very same set of wireless Turtle Beaches that had the most annoying voice, and it would always just jump scare you in the middle of the night. Battery low.
And it would just keep, and like, not only would it just play, but it would mute everything.
It would mute
for like
everything.
a good second, and then go battery low, and
so
then
it was
go
a
back.
running joke if we were like in a late night VC. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't hear you. Battery low."
Yeah.
You just repeat it,
Battery
and the other
low.
immediately knew what we were talking about.
Matter of fact, even Preston, like,
Yeah, Preston was in on the joke because he had to deal with us constantly.
just in the middle of like a heart-wrenching story, and just battery low, just out of nowhere, and it would be really loud too.
Yeah, it was always like 10 times louder than whatever you were doing.
Yeah. Besides that issue, which made me not ever really want to get, like, because I got tired of having to, like, put them on charge. Like, go out of my way to put them on charge. Besides that, they were a good pair. Had good audio, good mic quality, if I remember. And really, didn't really ever stop and think about that until I got the computer. And everybody was, and especially, like, YouTube, and everybody's talking about mic quality. And I've always been like, as long as you can hear me, it's been fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just the problem was that you always had to charge them. I got tired of charging them. Got tired of it telling me battery low in the middle of really important stuff. And then the way it fell apart was just so dumb. Just, I remember you started suffering from it, and like you had to duct tape yours to keep it together.
Yep.
And then mine started suffering from it, and mine held out a little bit longer, but then it just stopped working. Just like, man.
It was that same problem, dude. I think that Turtle Beach pair was the first one that really did that to me and started pissing me off. It was the plastic like headphone slot falling out of the band part and taping it. No matter how much tape, the way headphones have to bend and the way gravity pulls down from that band, tape is never going to stay permanently.
And then not even mention, like, over time, the wires themselves would just crap out within the headphones themselves from being pulled out too many times. It's like, even if they're still together, they just stop working, so. No, yeah. I think the first pair to really do that to me was the Afterglow headphones, because I had a wired pair that you had to plug in USB to the PS3.
Yep.
And those were my first ever personal headphones. And I loved those things as a kid. As a kid, I loved anything see-through. And those were clear and had lights and stuff like that. I
think we had the same PS3 headset.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was my, not my first headset, but that was actually my last on the PS3. Those lasted all the way up until the end of the PS3 for me.
Matter of fact,
I bet I could dig those out of the closet, and I bet they'd still work. It's just the fact that the plug that goes into the PS3.
Wait, was it a USB that fell in?
Was it?
I thought you said it was an aux cable into the controller. Because mine had a USB.
No, I'm talking about the PS3 days. That's an older pair I had. White and clear Afterglow for the PS3.
Yeah, it was just clear, I think. And mine were blue.
Oh, okay.
But either way,
it could have still been the same model, just a different color. Yeah. I don't know.
But those were like the coolest as a kid. Just anything that lit up.
Yeah.
Was really cool. But those fell apart that way. Just over time, the things start sliding out. You try to use tape to fix it. Doesn't work. And then I remember, like, being amazed. It's like, oh man, wireless headphones, but always losing that USB stick, bro. Always losing it. Especially when you have, like, a family shared console. Nowhere to really put your stuff at. And I would always put mine up on my bunk bed. And just, like, always having to, like, trying to hurry to get online with your friends and looking for that USB stick. Oh.
I guess I had the luxury of it was always my console. It was always plugged in.
So. Oh, yeah. I'd always have to, like, put my headphones up on my bed, and, like, sometimes a USB stick would just shuffle its way under my bed somehow. And I'd have to lift my entire mattress on top of the bunk bed, on the top bunk bed, to like get a chair out or something and dig around for it. It was always a pain, and I just didn't like the experience. Like, really nice headphones, just didn't like the experience. So I didn't even know for the longest time until I actually came over to your house and you cleaned out that room that you could even plug in aux cords into the PS4 controller. I didn't even know that was a thing until I met you.
Dude, that was really, you didn't know that?
Nope. You blew my mind when I saw you plug in like just a regular pair of earbuds into the controller. I thought you needed a USB.
Nah, man. The reason I knew that was I remember really being annoyed by like always having to have a USB on the PS3. And when I got the PS4 and opened the box, and it came with like that really shitty one earbud headset with an aux cord at the end, I was like, no way, we finally got an aux on a PlayStation. I was so happy.
Oh yeah. I don't know why. I thought the aux was totally used. I think I just thought the earbud was useless, but then again, I got a used PS4, so I don't know if I even got one.
Yeah, you might not have gotten one, because those things like always break within the first month. Those were such a shitty little. They were so uncomfortable too. Oh
yeah, they're free earbuds. Yeah, but no, I didn't even realize that the PlayStation 4 controllers had aux cables until I met you, and then after that, I was just amazed by that. I had a nice pair of Galaxy earbuds that came with the Galaxy phone, and I had those for the longest time. That's what I would use.
Those were so good.
Those were so good.
Galaxy earbuds.
Yeah,
that might be my favorite pair of wired earbuds.
Honestly, same. Really good mic quality, good audio quality. They're comfortable. Go on.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My hot take is that there are the Galaxy wired earbuds and then the Apple wired earbuds. Those two are like some of the only wired earbuds that were worth buying.
Oh no, I agree with you.
I swear, it didn't matter how expensive it was. Any other brand of earbuds I tried would break within like 2 months.
Yeah, or have something really crappy about them. Whether they be like, they'd have really good audio and really good mic, but they would be so uncomfortable, or something about them was always off. I just never liked earbuds that much. Oh man, I did have a good pair of wireless earbuds. Remember, it's the one that went around my neck and I could pull them out like with strings. Yeah. Remember that one? Those are cool. I like those. But
I'd almost rather have some of those than the current model of. I guess you don't have to worry about it with AirPods. Well, maybe you do. But
what?
The thing with my Galaxy Buds is I'm bad about dropping the case. So, and when those open, or when those hit the floor, it doesn't matter what angle, it doesn't matter how softly, the magnet's weak enough, they're flying open, the earbuds are going across the fucking room. And the way the AirPods sit in the case, from what I know, I'd imagine they're a little harder to kind of fall out entirely.
Yeah, but and they have much better magnets.
Yeah. The Galaxy Buds, honestly, the case fucking blows. I don't mind the earbuds themselves, but the case really fucking blows.
The only thing I would say that they might have an advantage is like putting them in your pocket, the comfortability and the sleek. Because the AirPods do kind of feel like a big bulge in my pants, which, as a guy, it's not something you always like when you're wearing jeans or, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, haha, I have this guy over here standing having a bulge in his pants. I don't like stuff that like has such a big silhouette in a pocket like that.
It's just the lack of security with the Galaxy Buds. It's like when I open it, it's like a tray instead of like a magnet that's holding something in. Like that, they are not secure in that case at all.
Which of course leads it to dropping, which of course leads it to breaking faster.
Yeah. So I like that older kind of Bluetooth model of like around your neck, pull out on a string.
Yeah.
They're kind of always with you. They're a lot more convenient that way. And you're not going to lose the individual buds.
No, yeah. And I got those ones for free too. The ones that I used for most of high school, really. They held a charge for so long.
Ooh.
They were really nice. They had really good audio quality. They connected really easily, which is also another big issue with like Bluetooth devices.
Yeah.
Is like having to pull up your phone, connect it, wait for it to connect and whatnot. No, like it connected pretty nice. It's really good. Just really good. And also they kind of had I thought they looked cool. Like putting them around your neck and just sliding them in and out. Oh, you know, you don't want to have them in your ears, but you still like don't want to put them away in your pocket. Just slide it back into the little neck piece.
Yeah. I thought they looked cool until I saw like a PE teacher wearing them, and then at that point I was like, oh, this is corny now. For a while. I had that stupid phase.
Yeah, I had stuff like that, I guess, where I'd realize. But I still use them because they were real nice. I might still have them somewhere.
You reminded me of those like wired Galaxy earbuds, because now I want to find a pair of those. I want to buy those and find a fucking adapter that'll work on my phone and use those shits.
Oh, yeah.
I so want some of those now.
What sucks was I had a pair, like I said, for the longest time that I used as my main like PlayStation earbuds and like phone earbuds at the time, I guess, when I still had an aux cable or aux port. But somewhere along the line, I think I lost them at your house, because I remember one day going over there and coming back, or going over there with them in my backpack and coming back, and they were not in my backpack. So they must have been eaten in your couch or something.
Oh wait, were you talking? So when you told the story recently, you were talking about wired earbuds, right?
Yeah, wired Galaxy earbuds.
Okay, I thought you were talking about a pair of Galaxy buds, like
no
earbud, like wireless ones, and I always like racked my brain, like when the fuck
did I ever? No, I never bought a pair of those.
Yeah.
No, because
no, I remember this now. Me and Dad scoured the fucking couch too, and we could not find those fucking things.
Aw, I really do appreciate that you guys did that. That is really nice hearing. Even if you didn't, I wouldn't have been like upset, but like hearing that you guys looked for that was nice.
No, yeah, genuinely, we did search for those. I remember like flipping the recliner over and shit too.
Because those are really nice earbuds, like you were saying, and it's just like really was a gut punch to lose something like that.
That's always the issue with those Galaxy buds, man. Like Galaxy earbuds. When I say Galaxy, the Galaxy wired earbuds was. I never had a pair of those break on me. I always fucking lost them.
Yeah, I think those were the only pair I had.
I owned a few different pairs over the years. Like each time, it was either a phone replacement or I'd buy them off of a friend or something.
That's what I was trying to remember. If I ever like lost a pair and you gave me a pair, that might have happened at some point. And those might have been the ones that I had for a long time.
Because I know there was a lot of deals that happened throughout the years.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey man, you can use these because I'm using these.
Yeah.
Of course, we want to keep talking to each other on the PS4 party chats.
Yeah, that was when a lot of stuff would just be exchanged out of like. I mean, they're your friends, so you never expect them to pay you back or anything like that. It's just like, hey man, I want to talk to you. Take these. I don't care. You know. So a lot of that happened. Matter of fact, no. But no, yeah. Going.
I'm about to name drop Ozzy on the podcast. We remember Ozzy, everyone?
Yeah.
Not the singer. He was named after the artist. I had a little black wiener dog named Ozzy, and that little motherfucker had an appetite for wires.
Oh, really?
Bad. He ruined a lot of my shit. And I remember at some point, a headset had broken on me. It was actually when Fortnite was first released. And Bladen was getting me into Fortnite on PS4 a whole lot. We were playing that a lot. And my headset fucked up, and we were trying to play without VC, and he was like, okay, dude, I got a headset for you. Just walk over to my house, because he lived on the other street.
Oh.
It was like right next to me. So I walk down there, get this headset.
No.
Using it for about a day. I go to sleep and I'd forgot to put Ozzy up or something. And I wake up, look over, that Bladen's headset that he was loaning me was fucking shredded into fucking pieces.
Moments like that make you stop and think, are having dogs really worth it?
Yeah, dude. Because I love Ozzy to death, man, but that was on me. That was on Dad, too.
Yeah.
We did not properly train him at all. Cause I tried. I really fucking did, but I'm a 12-year-old with YouTube? How much am I going to do to really train a dog?
I do miss him, and I miss his barking, low-key. That when you brought up Ozzy, I immediately was like, "Oh my goodness, I haven't heard that." Because like legit, exactly. It's like that's what like added to the atmosphere of being over at Travis's dad. Was just like trying to sneak in at night. Not even sneak in. It's just your dad would be asleep, and you don't want to wake him up. And just as soon as you would get up, like before you'd even put your first foot on the doorstep, like the creaky old metal doorstep, you just hear. Just like, oh my goodness, insane amounts of barking.
Yeah.
And anytime he got out of his cage, he would always hump my leg.
How used to you he was. When you were over, it was constant.
Just constant
yapping.
Just no break. And the slightest thing, like he would finally stop, and I would like take an inhale, and he would start barking at that. Like anything I did, he did not like. Oh man. Especially when he'd get the howling, I'd almost just start laughing manically just because of how stupid it was. Yeah. Just like so dramatic that dog was. I miss hanging out at your dad's house, honestly.
We do ought to find an excuse to go over there one of these days, hang out with Dad.
Oh yeah.
But for context for the viewers, Ozzy did get rehomed. He is in a very happy home now. He is with an older couple who I believe got him through some proper training. He's a very good, well-behaved dog now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's flying high, doing well nowadays. He did not pass away under my care.
But it's very nice that he has a family that'll appreciate him.
Got him some better training,
Yes, sir. Not to say that you guys didn't appreciate him, I just meant like it's nice that he went from one loving family to another.
Yeah, no, a loving family who I guess wasn't exactly capable of giving him the care he deserved to a loving family that is capable.
Capable, yeah.
Yeah, because we blundered, we misstepped, and I still regret Ozzy's living situation while he was with us.
He's trying to smoke pot on his Okay. I don't know if we want to cut that out. I kind of got halfway through saying.
No, you don't have to cut it out. Save that for another time.
What?
We may have told that already.
Yeah, we might have. It was such a funny story.
With the way our podcast is structured, I always struggle to remember, like, were we gaming in VC when we said this, or were we actually on air? What was this actually on? I can't keep track sometimes.
No, yeah. Well, we're very prone to repeating stories, so I'm sure that's just kind of a thing we do now. So, I love that story. So funny. But no, yeah, little doggy. Here at the 1 hour 16 mark.
Okay, I guess that's a good point.
Oh yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah, no, yeah. All focused around growing up with a gaming experience, so kind of a good central topic. And, you know, glad we were able to give our boy, our brother man, T-Man, a very happy birthday.
Yes, I can safely say, probably, I haven't had that many adult birthdays, but it was definitely the best adult birthday of my life, but I want to go as far to say as it was probably the best birthday I've ever had. Like, it was a great one.
Preston throws great birthday parties.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
dude.
Man, so that's my 21st birthday was one of the best birthdays I've ever had as well.
Yeah.
And you get that PS5, bro. It's like, Sean was like, oh, drop the name when I said, yeah. But our buddy
We've
was
said
like,
his name before.
oh, okay, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure he's cool with it.
Okay, but no, yeah, Sean was all like, I hope you're having a good birthday, man. And I was already like in my mind, oh, I know he already is. Bro got that PS5 at home. It's like, even if he has an awful time here, that bro is going back to PS5. Oh, man.
Which, no, I was having a great time the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
People, like, throughout the night, I got asked that 50 times. You having a good birthday, man? I know that's kind of one of the things, but I was like, at a certain point, I didn't know what to say. I was like, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I just know, I was thinking about this actually, because I remember you even made a comment, like, everybody's asking me, what do we do now? I don't know, man. And I was thinking, like, bro, I didn't even know either. Like, I was kind of hoping you would have an answer. Because I know at one point we were just sitting there at a table, Sean's watching Korean news, like North Korean news, and I'm just like, bro, what do I even do?
I felt so trapped in that moment trying to finish that Irish trash can. Like, Sean's,
oh my goodness.
Like, showing me, like, he's brainwashing me with North Korean news right now.
And
I don't want to
like,
just walk around this arcade trying to carry this bucket of liquor.
Oh, man. It tasted pretty good until the bottom part.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is pretty funny. That'll be a good memory.
Yeah.
I know at one point you walked off. Was I playing the zombie game with you, or was I playing that weird? I think I was playing, that weird like
alien game. Because I went to like go
yeah,
to the bathroom during that.
And I scream, I got that dog in me. And Preston comes walking out. Was that David that screamed, I got that dog in me? John was like, yeah.
I caught that.
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I heard that from in the bathroom. That's what Preston was saying. I was like, yeah.
No, I saw what he meant because I went to the bathroom right after him. When you're in the arcade, like when I'm standing right next to you, it didn't sound that loud. It was the way the sound carried towards the bathroom.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
Once you're outside of the arcade, you can kind of hear everything a little better. But when you're in it, there's so many noises around.
Yeah, which is why I was screaming and stuff, because it's just like so funny. Like, it's so loud in here, I could just scream. It's like nobody's gonna bat an eye. I was having so much fun. Low key, that thing with the moving chair was probably some of the most fun I had at those arcades that night. That thing was actually kind of cool. That haptic feedback in my butt.
I didn't trust it, so I let you guys have it though.
I appreciate it, bro. Also, going outside and watching one of Preston's friends he didn't even like throw up because he had to. He's like, bro, my stomach don't feel right. I'm gonna go throw up behind that bush. And he just went back there and made himself throw up. It was funny. Just hearing, just really sold the atmosphere. Like, yeah, we're at a bar.
Yeah, me, Sean, and Preston were late getting out, so we all just walk up. Where's, what's his name? Oh yeah, he's throwing up behind the bush.
That was fun. That was really nice standing out there in that parking lot, sitting on like their tailgates and stuff, drinking a Michelob Ultra.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say that the whole night was fun to me. Like, I had fun every step of the way. I had a few like moments where I was like, okay, I gotta chill for a second, but no.
Oh yeah.
The whole night was fun to me. Even the next day, yeah, everything was fun to me about that.
Oh yeah. Everything was a good experience as well here. I'm glad you had a good birthday. I am.
Oh yeah. But anyhow,
Bro's got a PS5 to get back to, huh?
Yeah. I guess we should wrap up here so I can go chat with the old wife, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I put a ring on her finger.
Ooh. Alrighty. Yeah, no, I've been your host for today. David, a.k.a. Duck and Rolls. Followed by my co-host,
Travis, aka T-Man Kewl 5355. You can find me on YouTube under that very @.
Yes, sir. Speaking of YouTube, you can also find us on YouTube at the Kewlcast Podcast. We also have Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Spotify we also upload to, and on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook we upload notifications and stuff. I'll get better at uploading more of them, but no, we do upload there if you want to see some extra side coolery. And okay, I won't even bring that up because I don't know your guys' but you guys are dealing with that. But
still under construction.
Okay, still under construction. You know what I was talking about. But no, yeah, we upload every Tuesday at is it 2 p.m. still?
12 p.m. CST.
12 p.m. 12 p.m. Central Time. I don't remember what time zone we were in. It's not something Americans talk about quite a lot. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will.
Hold up.
Oh.
I know he wasn't here this episode, but shout out to Preston's Twitch. Yeah.
Oh,
Go follow him. I don't know. He always says some specific spelling. I don't know. Preston, editor, put it on screen right now. Shout out to your Twitch, buddy. Love you.
Yes, sir. He's recently started a Twitch channel. Go check that out. He's a really funny guy. You might have heard of him. We talk about him a lot on this podcast. We should have him on sometime, Travis. We should have him on as a guest.
We should really bring Preston on as a guest, dude.
That would be so much fun.
Many times.
I know, dude.
We just need to get him on as a guest.
Honestly. But no, I hope you enjoy this episode, and we will see you this Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Wait a minute, David. Remember
to stay Kewl.